remember to start the recording thing. Let's start over. Muskegon's 100.9. It's Andy O. We have welcomed some guests into the studio here today. They're called the Ballroom Thieves. You guys are down in Spring Lake at 7 Steps Up, and you're kind of rehearsing for a show coming up. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Yeah. We're my name is Devin. I play drums and sing. Martin here plays guitar and sings, and Callie plays cello and sings. And we're from Boston.
Boston?
But we've been hanging out in Spring Lake the last couple of days, doing some rehearsing with Gary and Michelle, who owns 7 Steps Up, and almost a vacation few days. We love it out here. Everybody's been so nice to us. So
how's your tour schedule? Is it a pretty tough tour schedule?
I guess that depends on how you define tough. It's pretty demanding. We're on the road kind of a lot. You know? I think over the last 8 or 9 months, we've had about maybe 3 weeks off total. You know, a day here and there, and then we just came off of a 2-week break, so that was the biggest vacation we've had.
Is that right? Well, I mean, you know, you got to get out and tour and earn a living.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's where we're at in our careers. You know, we're a young band, and we're just trying to get the music out there. So, you know, the more time we can spend on the road, the better.
Sure, Kelly, give me the 5-minute elevator speech of Ballroom Thieves.
Oh boy, the elevator speech.
That's a long time to be on an elevator.
Yeah, it might be a little boring. I mean, is there like elevator music? We can provide that.
No, tell me about your band. I mean, where would you classify your band? I mean, how would you describe your band?
Sure, I think we're kind of folk rock.
Yeah.
We all have a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of influence. There's a cello, a guitar, and a percussion setup, and we all sing 3-part harmonies. This lineup has been for about a year. I joined about a year ago.
Yeah.
And they met in college, and they've been a band for a while. So.
Is it tough to tour with a couple of guys?
No, they're great guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's challenges,
sure.
Of course.
They leave the seat up on the bus and stuff like that.
Very respectful.
Aren't they really?
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, I could see that, but Martin here, he looks so suspect. He might, he looks like he might leave the seat up from time to time.
I do. I definitely do. Yeah.
So
guilty.
But who have you toured with any big names, or are you just kind of out doing your thing? I mean,
we've played some shows with some bigger names in the business, like I don't know, Dispatch and the Lone Bellow and Houndmouth, and a couple decent names, but yeah, we haven't really toured extensively with any big names.
No big names or anything.
We're still trying to
find your way,
get things started, and kind of get momentum going outside of New England, because around there things are going pretty decently well.
You find that regionally that you guys you took off in your home area, and you got some attention and all that kind of stuff. Is it tough to start making that spread across the country? Is it hard to find ways to get out and get your music heard and things
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's the same as I guess anything else, but if we're going to a new town, we're totally dependent on our team around us to help promote the show.
Yep.
So if we're playing in Spring Lake, Gary and Michelle, who own 7 Steps Up, they're going to end up doing a lot of work promoting the show, because we don't have any, we don't have a draw around there. There's not a lot of people that know our music around there.
You doing a record label thing, or are you doing kind of the independent route?
We're independent for now, but we're talking with a label right now.
Are you really?
We'll be releasing our first full-length record in the spring, and so that'll probably be
And that's when you're coming back here to play at 7 Steps Up again.
Yeah, exactly. For the release tour, we'll be back around here, and then we'll have that record with us too. So.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys gonna do? You want to do a number here for us?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Show us what you got. Don't bust into like "Trick of the Tail" by Genesis or anything.
The entire Hell's Bells album.
Nice. Let's do it.
No, we'll keep it pretty low key for this morning, since
Well, we're glad you're here. The Ballroom Thieves. All right, go ahead, guys.
I'm a godless man. I fear my idle hands, demanding that my future should just cancel out my past. She's in every room, smiling at the moon, and I'm asking all these branches for the soil that keeps my roots. Whoa, my skin and my bones, and all the other things I do not own. They riot through her streets and sing her heart became became a sword in his soul. She said, lay your burdens down. A king is still a king without a crown. You better kiss this spilling whiskey, for it soaks into the ground. I'll reward your interest, I will pay my debts, I will burn this old place down till there ain't nothing left. Yeah, I will. My instinct chances on, knows only what I do not want, and it hits high seas, and its compass pleads that it not be called upon. I stand somewhere between the martyrs, and the gossip queens. I'm not anxious to know who I'll be when I'm old, but unnerved by the absence of leads, and I'm singing, I'll reward your interest, I will pay my debts, I will burn this old place down till there ain't nothing left. Yeah, I will. Hey. Hey, hey. Charm I've shown, backbone I've grown, just rented homes I would loathe to call my own, but she's in every room, smiling at the moon.
Wow. I got to tell you, there's no better fringe benefit than to be the one guy watching the show in the radio studio with the Ballroom Thieves. You guys are from Boston. Yeah, they are in town doing some rehearsal down at 7 Steps Up in Spring Lake. Now, you've played there before. Tell me a little bit about the club, because I haven't been there yet. I know that they've got a good thing going. They've got a great buzz going. Tell me about the club.
Yeah, it's a really special space. It's just about 100 years old. It's an old Masonic lodge that the owners, Gary and Michelle, bought, and they actually live upstairs, and so then the downstairs is this beautiful hall. They seat, I think their cap is around 120, 125. So it's an
intimate setting.
It's an intimate setting, and their big thing that they stress is a listening room. You know, it's really all about respecting the artist and the music and the space. Yeah. So it's
What
a
was
really
that, Kelly?
Being able to hear the music.
Right.
Which
right.
they do a phenomenal job of. It's just a really cool room.
Yeah.
Great acoustics and
there is a bar in the back, which
Nice.
is always nice. But they've really focused on bringing quality music, and they've had some really impressive names like Howie Day and a whole bunch of
Jonathan
different
Edwards
artists.
here a week or so ago.
Yeah,
and,
you never know who you're going to catch over there.
Yeah.
So they're doing this really special thing, and they deserve all the attention they're getting.
Sure.
and much more. It's
more.
It's a very cool spot. We recommend it to anyone.
Well, we're glad you're here today. Can you do one more number for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. All right, the Ballroom Thieves, they're in town rehearsing, but they'll be back May 15th at 7 Steps Up down in Spring Lake. Tell me a little bit about the next song. What are we going to hear here?
We've never played this for anybody before.
Oh, really?
Well, we played it. We were kind of rehearsing it the other night, but
So it's like a world debut.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if the song's really completely finished, but we're gonna play it for you anyway.
Work in progress, man. Let's hear it. All right, Ballroom Thieves.
A dark night at sea, and no one but me to hold on to these old sails. Who's steering this ship? Oh, and where's the rest of it? Still homesick for a foreign harbor. Home on the range, and a big fire to light the way. These are no cravings of a seafarer. So do what you will with this, and my break of a kiss on your lips, and you'll be humming my last word. Take what you need, and if risk leads to ruin, my heart would forgive me. Take what you need, and if risk leads to ruin, my heart would forgive me. Now my days all look the same, and I've known these wolves by names. My own devils are all heartless lovers, and these sea legs tend to ache whenever I stay in the same place. So it might be good of me to go. If I go, will you take what you need? And if risk leads to ruin, my heart would forgive me. Take what you need, and if risk leads to ruin, my heart would forgive me. Yeah, if risk leads to ruin, my heart would forgive me. Oh, 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 oh,
Wow. Callie gets lost in the music, don't you? You do.
I do. I
And
start to dance a little bit.
You
Can't
are
really
just
help
you
it.
are just completely absorbed, and that's exactly what you love to see, and that's the reward for me. I mean, because to see you guys that in tune and that into the music and just lost in it, what a feeling, what a great thing. The Ballroom Thieves, you guys. Hey, you know what? You come back around in May, we'll keep the door open for you. I wish you luck on your career. We if Soul sold records, you guys would be millionaires by now, and I think you've got a great future ahead of you. I really
Thank
do.
you.
Thanks a lot,
Ballroom
Andy.
Thieves, thanks for coming in, guys, and
Thanks for having us.
we'll look forward to seeing you back here in May.
Sounds
All right,
good.
there, Ballroom Thieves, 7 Steps Up. Thank you so much from Spring Lake for sending these guys in, and good luck on the tour, the rehearsal, and everything else. How do you follow that, right? Let's try it with Supertramp. Muskegon's 100.9.